Today is quite an exciting day as we get to explore a little bit more of the hidden side of Rooi-Els and also have a walk on the stand and just try and figure out exactly what we could potentially be building, and if we try and see if we can come up with any cool ideas whilst we're there.
We are on our way to Rooi-Els to go show one of our friends the stand and to also just suss out the lay of the land.
Yeah, it's actually very exciting. It's the first time that we're going back now since everything has been approved. I know we posted the video I think 2 weeks ago where we said the offer was accepted and everything, but quite a lot of time has passed and we weren't really sure what was going to happen with the offer and if we were going to get bond approval and everything. So yeah, but luckily it's now registered in our name and it's officially ours, so it's exciting.
Yes, we landowners. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, so we've been toying around or playing around with a few ideas with what we think can work for house designs and everything. So I think it's going to be fun to just have a bit of a walk around on the property and try and see what can we do where, and just try and figure out what can work and what won't work. So yeah, very excited for that.
We actually have no idea what we're doing, so yeah, we are gonna try and figure it out as we go along, and we're so excited to share this whole adventure with you.
And if you ever find yourself driving to Rooi-Els, there's a lot of these little coffee trailers next to the road, and we highly recommend to stop at one of them. You get the best views. Not today because it was very misty initially, and then as we were driving, everything just cleared up so nicely. When we got to Rooi-Els, it was just a beautiful peach of a day.
JP and Queenie are having a lekker drink here to celebrate our stand. We are on the stand that we officially own. We are so happy. Yeah, we're kind of trying to suss out where we want to build the house because it's so difficult because the ground is quite slopey, so there's a big rift, or what do you call it? A rift?
Outcrop.
An outcrop on the stand. So that's kind of a challenge. So the outcrop is, it basically runs here. So my idea is to build an open plan house that goes on the length of the plot. So it's 1,600 squares, but it's very long and thin. So I was thinking a kitchen at the back here, and then a living area, and then the living area and dining area with this beautiful view, and then a bedroom below it, I don't know, with this stunning view. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you think it'll work?
I think it can work because you obviously want this as your view. This is it.
Yeah.
And you want to give this view to as much of the house as possible. So I think the other thing that you could potentially look at is maybe turning it so that all your rooms are facing this way. But I'm not sure because you've got the outcrop here. Some of the house might have to extend over it. I'm not sure if that's something that you can do or how it works. But I think that will open everything up a bit more so that you've got more view everywhere. Because otherwise it's just going to be just your main bedroom and just the living room, where if you turn it to your kitchen, the dining room, the living room, everything will have it. And this is why we bought, or why we fell in love with this place. It's just this view. So you want to give it, I think, make this the main thing that you want to build around.
So what are your thoughts then? Would it be kitchen, then dining room, and then living room?
Yeah, if we've got enough space. If we've got enough space, and I'm not sure how it works to build over a cliff. And then if we do single story or double story, because you might have something underneath it and you can build on top of it again.
Yes.
But I've got no idea. And also I'm not sure what the ground works or how that works because there's a lot of rocks.
Yeah,
so.
There are tons of rocks. And if you look at the houses around us, they all stilted up. So it will probably be something floating and not floating.
Yeah, because I think There are a few spots that are fairly flat where you can probably get away with like not much groundwork, like right at the bottom. Like I think there, right at the bottom, but then you like miss out on all the views. I think you want to be up here. I think is ideal.
You kind
And
of
this
have
is
to
where
keep it up here.
the stand is like quite wide, where it's quite narrow at the bottom there. So I think you want to be up here.
Yes.
And views wise, it just makes sense.
Well, I mean, on its width up here, it's like 38 meters. And then it goes down to 20, like it funnels down to 20. So you'll have the most space if you want to turn the house up here.
Yeah, I'm just not sure like how much you can go over the sides or what that would entail. So we'd have to figure that out.
Yeah, there's a lot to figure out. We probably need to find an architect. We do need to find an architect.
But I think we'll play around and sketch it out and see what we can come up with and what's a nice flow.
Yeah.
And hopefully it works out.
And you guys should let us know what you guys think. Like if we should turn it like JP wants it with this whole view. The other thing is that it will get more sun if we turn the house. Or do it lengthwise to just not go over this outcrop.
The other thing that I'm just thinking about now is the wind.
Oh, wind is a big factor by the coast. That's true.
Because I think you got the northwesterly wind and then the southeaster. So like you like need to account for that. So if you're building your house like this, what's a stupid English?
Patio.
Your patio will be like in the wind the whole time, no matter how the house sits. Where if you turn it, the house might be able to block it and you'd be able to use one of those patios, the stoopies.
Okay, so we need a local architect that can work with this wind and knows how the area will work best for our house. Our house will work best for the area.
Yeah. But I think we need to give them a design to like work with. So I think we need to figure it out.
Yeah, no, we do.
So,
but yeah, we are very excited. Hopefully we'll live here soon.
We then decided to make the most of the amazing weather and head down to the beach and just have a little bit of a walk around through town.
So this is town. There's not much. So there's this restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant. And then there's a tiny little shop. And then there's this restaurant called Gossip Corner. It's quite nice. They make really yummy pizzas. Yeah, that's it, guys. That is it. We're heading to the beach now. There are two beaches. So there's the one we can see from the house. And then there's this tiny little one. So you can reach it from the other beach, but only if it's low tide. And it's a peach of a day. It's winter, actually.
And since it was low tide, it exposed a lot of these little crevices in the rocks and just little pools that formed everywhere. So we were like absolutely blown away by the amount of sea life that you can see literally by just walking on the rocks. Like we found this little starfish and all these other little sea creatures which we don't like really know what they are, but they like, yeah, it's just like really cool to see another world in like all these little small pools of water.
This is where the Rooi-Els river goes into the ocean. You can see it's actually red. So apparently it's from the root of a certain tree. Don't know which tree, don't ask me. But let me quickly show you our stand from here. So it's basically, it's up there. I don't know if you can really see there, but yeah, you can see our stand from the beach and we'll see our house from the beach one day. Yeah, we are so excited. We're busy exploring a bit and we found this amazing path. So it's the path that goes from Rooi-Els to Pringle Bay, and I think it's like 6 kilometers long, so it will be perfect for a morning run or for a walk with the dogs. And it's so stunning here. Let me quickly show you around. So we've got Klein Hanklip. The clouds are coming in though, so can't really see it, you have to believe me. And then it's just Stunning path with the ocean right there. And then it continues all the way to Pringle Bay. So Pringle Bay is that way, and Rooi-Els is this way.
And we even got to spot the very unique Cape rock jumpers, which was very cool. But the most amazing part was just like listening to all the different sounds of the birds and the ocean and everything. Like, just listen to this. So we just got back from Rooi-Els, and we had a walk around on the stand and everything, and yeah, we're just toying around with a few ideas. So we started like sketching some plans out just to try and figure out like what can work and what can't work, and yeah, just like what we feel like is something that we could do. And I think we've come up with like a few designs. One of them is like a more shaped towards where the flatter ground is on the stand, just to make it a bit more easier to build. And I think we're very uncertain with what the ground works and that will cost, so we're trying to eliminate that, I guess. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but yeah, so we also were like, we're not entirely sure what it's going to cost to build as well. So the one idea that we had was like to split it up into 2 phases. So phase 1 will be, we'll build like a little smaller house on the top of the stand, and then we'll extend it within a few years after saving up a bit more money, and then we can build it. Also, again, we're not sure if that is something that you can do easily, or if that's just going to be a nightmare a few years down the line, and maybe it's worth it to just save a bit longer now and then start the building process. So lots to figure out, but let's show you what we've got. So
we've got this topography map of the stand, and this is basically where the rift is. So it kind of goes like that, and I think anything that extends over it will be expensive, more expensive than whatever doesn't extend on it. So at the bottom of the stand, so around here, it's relatively flat, which is perfect to build, but the views are much better from the top. So just to give you an idea, the elevation drops, or it's 63 meters at the top, and 53 meters at the bottom, which is a 10-meter drop. So if you at the top, it's much prettier. So the idea I had first was basically to build it inside this rift area. So the house will kind of be squashed inside into a corner. On the topography map, the red lines are the boundary lines to which we can build. So we can, I think it's like 5 meters in from the edge of the road, 4 point something, and 3 meters from any neighbor. So the idea is roughly, very roughly, I've never drawn a house or anything, so excuse it. So basically an open plan living area. So we've got the scullery at the back, the kitchen, dining room, living room. So from the living room you'll get the best views, and then the main bedroom is next to the living room, also to optimize the views from the main bedroom. And then at the back of the house we've got 2 bedrooms, so we still need to decide how many bedrooms. So we work from home. So ideally it would be an office for me and an office for JP, because we cannot work in the same office. We've tried, it's failed, it's not going to work. So yeah, we need separate offices, and then obviously a main bedroom and I think 1 guest bedroom, so technically a 4-bedroom house. And what we'd love is a gym as well. What else?
Yeah, so I think like we've got a few like non-negotiables. Like main bedroom has to have like one of the best views in the house, as well as the living room and dining room. Like ideally it would be great if the whole living area can have like a really good view. I think a patio would be quite cool as well.
Yeah, that's a must.
Yeah, that's a must, and I don't think we've really accounted for it, but I think this is a bit more closed design, so it's like indoor living. So I think your living room is basically going to be like a patio, because I'm assuming it will do like glass everywhere.
Yes.
And then the studies are a must for us as well. So I think that's it. And also like the kitchen. I think the kitchen is for me like one of the most important things as well. Like just nice open plan. It's got to be just a nice kitchen that's the heart of the home essentially.
Yeah, JP loves making food. I hate it. So.
Yeah.
He's baby.
So, I think that's all like sort of non-negotiables, and then and I think that's sort of what you've done here. Like I think we'll be able to get the views from the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, even and the main bedroom, and also a bath. Bath is very important.
Yes.
We want a bath with like
A bath
just
with
views
a view.
everywhere.
It has to have a view.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of the top part that I was thinking, and then the bottom part is just at the front of the house. So because it's sloping, I was thinking like if you're gonna go double story, it will probably just be at the front part of the house that it's double, and the back is not. So yeah, office down there, a braai room. So for the non-South African viewers, braaiing is very, very important for South Africans. But a coastal home has lots of wind and rain, and it sometimes prohibits you from braaiing outside. So the coastal homes have kind of like an outdoor/indoor braai room where you can close it up or open it up completely, depending on the weather. And then a gym with a bathroom close to the gym. So yeah, that's kind of my idea. A deck at the bottom. So yeah, that's my idea. But I know, JP, you wanted to kind of optimize the view, and you were also thinking about wind that I did not consider. So yeah.
So what I sort of this was like after also speaking to one of our friends who is an architect, basically came up with something like this. So yeah, so it'll essentially be a lot more longer if we have a look at on the topography.
I just want to show people on the topography map where the views are. So the beach view is here, and then this is ocean, and this is ocean, and then this is mountain, and this is river and mountain. So our favorite view is the beach view.
So this was like sort of the idea that I had, and I think like it does go over that side, but I think if we could maybe put the house on stilts and this sort of section floats, I think this could maybe work. But basically it's very similar to what you've got in your design, which is a kitchen, dining room, living room area, all here with the scullery, like the backside patio, and we've got a front side patio which will have like all the views. Study 1, study 2, and then 2 bedrooms, and so this is actually 5 bedrooms, but I think this will probably be a bit too much, I think, for 2 spare bedrooms as well. I think it'll probably be better to maybe increase the size of them and just combine it into one.
I think if one of the studies are a bit larger and we've got a sleeper couch in it, then if someone comes and visits, that study can be extra sleeping space.
That's sort of what I had in mind, and I think like with this, the wind, if the wind is coming from this side, you'll be able to use the backside patio, and if it's coming from this side, you can use the front side patio. So I think that sort of shelters you a bit more. I think we'll have to have like quite a bit of a bigger patio with this design, because I think this is a bit more narrower compared to the design that you had, so it might feel a bit smaller. But it's just not that like block E shape. That's sort of the idea that I had. Not entirely sure what's the best way to go about it, and I'm not sure if we're missing anything. So this is why we also like trying to put this on, so you guys can have a look at it as well. And obviously we don't know what we're doing, and
we've got no idea what we're doing. Absolutely no idea. So, we need help.
If you do know a bit more about this than what we do, then please comment and let us know like what we're missing. Or, I say like any obvious signs that we need to like look out for. But yeah, that's sort of the 2 designs that we've had. I think all of this, like, we're not entirely sure what the cost is to build, and we're trying to see like what can we build within our budgets. But I think we'll probably be able to now decide or look at deciding on what style we want to go with, and then probably like approach an architect and give them like a plan to work with, and then hopefully try get like some cost estimates and try and see, is this even feasible or not? So
Yeah.
I think it's quite an exciting one. I mean, I really like what we've done so far. So let us know in the comments what you guys think. Obviously, I think Michelle likes her design more. I think I like my design a bit more. But let us know what you think we should do, and if there's anything that we're missing.
Cheers.